Judge Miskell, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you being here. We always like to ask our guests if they have a tip or a war story they'd like to share just to kind of, help our listeners out.
One thing I will say is you need to make your decision maker's job easy. And I think that as a lawyer, it can seem deferential to tell the judge, well, whatever you think is right. But really, what you're doing is you are offloading all that cognitive work from the lawyer to the judge. And if you want to have a better chance of getting your relief granted, if you make it difficult to understand or hard to do, the easiest thing is for the judge to just say no. So I think the number one practice tip that I try to get out there is if you're asking for some relief, make it easy to understand what you're asking for and make it easy to say yes to. For example, by proposing two options, or don't just say, well, whatever you think is right. Say, well, one thing you could do, first place we're asking for this. If you're not going to do that, second place we're asking for this, and have a checkbox. And it sounds incredibly basic, but the very successful advocates come in with requested ruling, a clearly spelled out plan. Again, if you've handed me a clearly spelled out plan, but I'm not going to do all of it, it's still easier to scratch out parts of it and add parts of it. When you come in with nothing and I say, well, what are you requesting? And you're like, whatever you think is right. It's much easier for me to deny your relief than to craft 4 paragraphs and think through all the hurdles and all that. So I guess my practice tip would be offer a plan to your decision maker. Don't ask your decision maker to do all the work to come up with a plan.